You know, one of the simple joys of life is a happy, scary Alvarez podcast. No, it doesn't carry the same gravitas as, let's say, a graduation or maybe a wedding. It's not a life changing event in the strict sense, but it's a few moments of celebration. And today's one of those days, guys. Before we get started today, please like and subscribe. That helps old Scary Alvarez keep his show ahead of PJ Fleck, talking about why he's such a dominant football coach who is 3 games under 500 Big Ten play 8 years in after taking a 9-win team over. We're going to talk about Jaden Pettit. 4-star wide receiver. Big, 6'4" boundary type guy. Long strider. We're not talking Carl Lewis speed, but a quick in space. And just straight up the kind of dude that Wisconsin never lands. I don't think I'm exaggerating or delving into hyperbole when I say that. A couple of shows like Herrings over at Lockdown Badgers and some of these other ones, we're trying to come up with a comparable in the last 10, 15, 20 years for Wisconsin. And Nick Toon was the most recent one they could get to. I threw out Donald Hayes, the former Madison East player who was a real steady dude for the Badgers, and then was in the league for like 4 or 5 years with the Carolina Panthers. Big, strong, get you that first down when you need it, can catch it in the corner of the end zone when you need it. Big boundary guy. Well, Wisconsin got it. 4-star, offers from all over the place. Blue blood offers. Offers from really good teams. Even an offer from Miami Hurricanes. Seems like, if you believe the chatter online, it ultimately came down to the Oklahoma Sooners and the Wisconsin Badgers. And Luke Fickell and his new wide receivers coach went in there and got it done. Look, I'm not going to be the one to tell you that a kid who hasn't even started his senior year in high school is a program savior. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think it's fair. But if you're trying to improve the state of your college football team, you need to land guys like this. That's just a fact. And I know that many of Wisconsin's better teams over the past 3 decades have been built on 3-star players, and that's a fact too. But your chances of having success in college football and beyond improve dramatically if you're a 4-star recruit. And trying to get these guys into your program is important. So hope he has a healthy, happy senior year down there in Naples, in South Florida. And we'll see what he can do when he heads up to Madison either in the spring or late summer of 2026 to join the Badgers. But yeah, I mean, you know, we live and die and rise and fall. Not everyone. Maybe normal people don't do this, but so many Wisconsin fans, their day or their weekend can be made by a commitment or can be detonated if someone goes somewhere else. And we've had, you know, a bit of a recent string in the past 2 or 3 weeks where there's some dudes we wanted that we did not get. So I think, besides the fact that this is a really good building block for future teams, it is a message sending commitment. When people are looking at, hey, should I commit to Luke Fickell and the Badgers? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Pettit? That 4-star receiver from South Florida? He committed there? Oh, maybe I can too. I'm not saying it's that simple, but it is a message sender. And I believe I could be wrong about this. And I know that different services have different ratings. He's a composite 4-star. But I believe he slots in immediately as Wisconsin's highest ranked class of 2026 commitment. So that in and of itself matters. Okay, I'm not the guy who you turn to get an analysis of film study. I've watched a little film on him, done some research, looks the part. He also looks like he's 17 years old. you know, there's development that is going to happen, and that's normal for recruits. But boy, the raw materials you cannot teach 6'4". And I wouldn't be shocked if in bare feet he's 6'3.5", and he can move. And you can already see Jeff Grimes salivating over the potential blocking ability of this guy. I mean, there were some people who saw him as a tight end, not the Wisconsin Badger type of tight end we're thinking of, but the tall one who catches a lot of passes. He's definitely a receiver though, and so hats off to Luke Fickell. That's just a big recruit, and we are so easy to find negativity in our world and in our fandom. Let's embrace this and be happy just for one night, for one day. Be happy about this. It's good news. It's okay. We don't have to get too deep with it. We don't have to project exactly what he's going to do or who he is going to be once he comes into Madison. Just take stock and be happy. It's cool. It's cool to land a dude, a type of athlete and type of player that Wisconsin rarely gets commitments from. And I want to be clear, this is no shade on any other receiver. And, there are guys in this class like Tay Bardo, who might be Wisconsin's best recruiter right now, that's not on staff. There are all kinds of building blocks and pieces in this 26 class that I really like, and I think could have really productive Wisconsin careers. But getting a bona fide guy like this, a composite 4-star player from a very, very important recruiting hotbed with a lot of credibility matters. It matters. And I grappled a little bit with kind of closing with this, but I do feel like, I'm a shit stirrer, as Scary Alvarez does sometimes, and it has been really, really interesting over the past couple weeks since Wisconsin sued Miami over the Xavier Lucas debacle to not only see Miami fans in mentions and talking. They're all legal experts, first of all, and because Wisconsin had a couple of extra phone calls in the fall of 23. We're just as dirty as they are, or worse. Just preposterous crap. But one of the overarching themes that they have tried to shove down our throats is the Wisconsin Badgers are dead in the state of Florida for recruiting. Okay. And some go further and be more specific with it. They're dead in South Florida. I've been assured. I've been assured on fathers' graves that the Wisconsin Badgers weren't going to pull another recruit out of South Florida. Well, Pettit is from Naples. Basically the same latitude as Miami, just on the other side of the coast. So, yeah, Wisconsin can still recruit in Florida. And not only can they recruit there, they can pull their best player in the 26 class out of South Florida. And if you say, well, that's not really South Florida, that's only Miami. It sounds like a you problem, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's weird. Why are you in our mentions? Why do you even care? Yes, Miami offered Pettit. Pettit never seriously considered Miami. Doesn't matter. Go waste your time, giving your legal analysis on why Miami's going to beat Wisconsin in court over a clear and obvious tampering situation that Wisconsin has the goods on, because the Miami coach was in Lucas's home offering him money. Yeah, it's not complicated. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to touch on that because I've seen too many of these goofballs in my mentions already about this, and this isn't. Wisconsin is still dead to South Florida. South Florida is dead to Wisconsin. You have no chance, and then Wisconsin pulls their best kid in the class out of South Florida. It's funny to me and some delicious irony, and the cope is very, very thick with Miami fan base right now. But anyway, that sounds like a them problem. Congratulations to the Badgers. Congratulations to Pettit. Of course, I think he made a great decision. Stay healthy. Have a great senior season. And to all Badger fans out there, I appreciate you. You know I do. And Scary Alvarez out.